Hello, hello. We have sound. Hello everyone, hello Cerulean, and thank you for the resub for 18 million times. And it's the 18-month streak. But yeah, we're gonna be playing some Final Fantasy VIII. And I thought about this. I actually didn't look up if this is a thing that somebody else has done. Yeah, I was trying to like skip this, and I was like, why does it work? That's not a thing. Anyways, yeah, so I thought about this as kind of a challenge, because the problem with Final Fantasy VIII for me is that it's always too easy. And it's really hard to make it hard without making it also really boring. Because like something like no junction stuff is like super boring, because you just gotta like it's just a lot of the same thing over and over again, you know. So I thought about trying a challenge run where I can't use card mod, because that's the main thing that breaks the game easily, is that you could just play Triple Triad and you could just be ready to defeat the final boss before you even leave Balam Garden. So taking that away, but then to also alleviate the problem of making it boring, slash also just like having a way to circumvent that, taking away the draw command, which I never use anyway, because I just use card mod for everything. So this way, I still get to do, you know, junctions and everything, that fun stuff, but and refinement for the spells, but it will be harder to get spells overall. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. And Cerulean, that's a good question. Are drawing girlfriends an exception? I'm gonna say I mean, that's gonna make some stuff really, really hard. Because I'm thinking like, I won't get Siren, who has life magic refinement. So there's really a lot fewer ways to heal that way. But I guess I'll just have to rely on items. And also, I'm thinking, is the game a bit loud? It gets a bit loud here towards the end, obviously. But yeah, I'm thinking items, and then also I can make my characters absorb an element and then cast elemental magic on them. So I think that's a good replacement for that for sure. So I'm gonna say yeah. No GF drawing. Draw command is not allowed. I'm feeling okay, I guess. We are playing the remastered version, which doesn't really make any difference. Actually, now that I think about it, I did not check. I'm pretty sure I'm not running any sort of mods, but I did not check. Because I've been like, I'm trying to think like previously, have I played this last in a normal way, or the last time I played this has been trying out some sort of mods or something? Because there's like the open world mod and everything. I guess we wouldn't necessarily be having all of this if it was the open world mod. But yeah, I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of it for the challenge. Yeah, because it's gonna make things harder. If I don't have access, I think Siren's the big one. If I don't have access to Siren, then then I don't have access to healing magic, which is also a powerful junction for like health and stuff. So yeah, that's gonna limit things. Also, I mean, now that I think about it, it's not like I ever use healing magic for like magical purposes anyway. I never use like life or cure in battle or anything like that. So the sad part is that I won't get to play any Triple Triad. I don't think there's any reason to play Triple Triad for anything except cards. Do you get any items from anywhere in Triple Triad? I don't think you get anything like straight out as items. You get a lot of cards that can become very good items, obviously, but I don't think you get anything that's like just good as an item. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the GFs. Oh, Quetzalcoatl just became Quetzalcoatl. Okay, sure. Get someone's daughter's hand in marriage? But I don't think you get any, like, items. I'm done. I love that they give you the option of going straight back. What up, quests? So, I mean, Fire Cavern's easy either way. But otherwise, I guess, I mean, at this point, I don't have any mod abilities anyway, so... Oh! Yep. This is a randomizer. This is a randomizer. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I should have checked. I should have checked. I mean, I'm thinking... Is that really a problem, though? Well, we got really lucky here with Quetzalcoatl having said life magic, and also tool refine, and status magic, but because it's randomized, that means that those GFs that I can't draw might end up having some very, very important abilities, because these are still unique in this randomizer. Alright, well, I'll just take it as a surprise thing. Also, we have Mug here right away, so that's gonna be useful. To mug certain things, though. Actually, that's not useful, because I don't remember who has anything. The only thing I remember is, like, Odin has muggable stuff. You want to mug Odin and not get the items. For ultimate weapon, you want to get the items, not mug. And so on and so on. But anyways, okay, I guess that's what we've got. Well, better start off with Life Magic Refinement then. Let's see what Shiva's got. Oh yeah. They don't also have they don't have the basic. They don't have the basic abilities. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hey, Shiva's got some good stuff as well. Shiva's got some refinement stuff here. Fire magic from Shiva. Interesting. I have draw, which I can't use, and I have item. At least I have item. Alright, well, let's start with fire magic refinement. I need to get those refinements because that's the only way I can get magic. And I suppose since neither one has any junction slots or anything else, but I've just got item. Not as random as we think. Let's do GF side additional sets. No. Because I played this randomizer before. It randomizes them. Like I've set the parameters for how it randomizes things. I think the only. I'm trying to remember, but I think. No, wait. This has randomized bosses and everything. No. We can't play this. No, we can't play this because it's got randomized bosses. Or can we? I mean... Hold on. Let me check one thing. Squall does have won the end to cast if there's a problematic boss. Did either of these GFs actually have the ability to learn magic? No. So Final Fantasy VIII is too easy. Okay, we're gonna keep on, and we're gonna see how this goes. I just remember that there's randomized bosses. I think the randomized parts were the boss is randomized, the bosses are randomized, and then the GF abilities are randomized. Oh, I think drops might be randomized as well, which might very well just kind of not make this really work. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get over to the Fire Cavern, see what Ifrit is up to, see what kind of drops we get from enemies, and then I'm gonna decide if we're gonna restart or not. Also, let me check the saves, because there's a chance that I've got a save that's like from the beginning of the game. Probably not. Yeah. Oh, actually, this one. Balam Hotel. I wonder what this save is. 19 minutes, 5,000 gil. That seems like a pretty normal save. So I might switch to that if things look bad over here. But for now, this is suddenly a randomizer run. Which was unplanned. Oh, I need to speed this up. But yeah, starting off, we don't have access to any junctions. But of course, at the start of the game, there's really not necessarily any need for junctions either. When you compare this game to some of the older ones, it's oh yeah, the drops are random as well. I think we'll go to that other save, but I just want to see who's over here in Fire Cavern, because that's always fun to know. But let me battle speed fast. Fast. Memory. No tutorials. No time. I can't junction magic. Yes, I know how to use a gunblade. I think the save is probably before the Fire Cavern. I think that's the save of a game where I've probably been playing some Triple Triad in that, so I'll just have to like remove my There's no way to remove magic, is there? I'll just have to dump it on like one character and keep that as forbidden spells. But yeah, I just want to see who Ifrit is. Chance, first strike. I mean, this could be an interesting challenge to do with a randomizer, but I'll probably set up the parameters for the randomizer a little bit different. Now I'm actually thinking about how the randomizer works. If I can just go into another save that's unrandomized. I don't know. Hello, Ifrit. Who this? Oh, it's Trauma. Wait. Oh, I think this is because I had Trauma. I remember when we were playing this. It was Trauma then again. I think it just creates like one seed. It doesn't like re-randomize things. So based on that, is there a way to like reset? Exit. I'm just gonna exit the whole thing. Yeah, you just exited the whole thing. Okay, give me a second then. Let me see. I don't even remember how to do the randomizer thing, but it's probably over here. Maelstrom, I think, is the randomizer presets. Why is there no readme in the files there? I think I need to run the randomizer itself to unrandomize it. Just a second. Let's see, presets, vanilla. There we go. Yeah, so we had random bosses, random drops, random steals, random draws, random GF abilities, random shops, random draw points, and random rare cards. So, not that. So that's that, and then just click go. Saving data. Okay, I guess it did the thing. I'm gonna check this autosave. Ah, it's turned them back to normal. Right? Wait, no, not normal, but somewhat normal. Wait, how is this possible? That's 1 out of 1 learnt, but it's not learnt. I don't think I want to try out this janky, somewhat randomized game. Apparently, oh no, it exited back to the menu, but it just blinked out of existence for a moment. All right, we're gonna do a new game. We're gonna do this again. From the beginning. Well, at least we weren't far into the game or anything. But yeah, I guess this could be interesting. What could make like this? I guess, yeah, like randomized GF abilities would be an interesting thing to do this with. But I would see if there was some like sub options for the randomized GFs as well. So I'm thinking maybe like still keeping everyone with the basic abilities, and then like some of those drawable GFs would be interesting to have their abilities be randomized so that you don't quite know what refinement abilities you're going to end up with. Because now I know that, we get Thunder Magic from Quizzical. I know that we get Ice Magic from Shiva. So that could be interesting, but maybe we'll just do, try it out vanilla style first and then see if maybe it's worth randomizing something here. Ruin jamming. Oh, no. I keep forgetting that you can activate the boosters with the analog sticks. So wait, that's a super boost. That's the no encounters, and that's the speed up. right? I think that's a speed up, so actually I'll keep that on. So we can speed up. Back to the fire cavern. Yeah, I think we'll probably just run through and go to grab Ifrit. And go through the story stuff there. Because you don't really need anything for like Ifrit. And then before going on the mission, I think at that point I might want to try and look for some items. Some stuff that I can turn into something. Well, do I? Because even then you don't really need that for anything either. Squall. Prage. Prage that things are unrandomized. So, of course, even now, there is always the option of doing things the boring way, which is basically just spamming limit breaks, because that's how you win this game, no matter what. Even if you're just doing like a low level, no equipment, no nothing run, all you need to really do is just spam limit breaks. Yeah, I mean the end, especially, but even like you could just like spam Squall's limit breaks and kill everything with that. So the game is still like broken when you when you know what to do. It's very, very, very hard to unbreak the game. Used it on the final boss. Your first playthrough. Yep, the end is one of those that works on everything. The only thing about it is that if you use it against the final boss Ez, it just skips one of the forms of Ultimecia. But of course, if you use it on the fourth form, then yeah. Skip selfie. No, do not. No time. This is what it feels like to speedrun this game. Being very careful not to help selfie out. I don't much pay attention to items in this game, usually, so I am actually not sure if there are any important items in Blanc. GFs give you strength. Don't teach me about the draw command. I'm not gonna use it. Okay, you get Quetzalcoatl, magic, GF, and item. And you get Shiva, magic, GF, and item. And I don't have any magics, right? Yep. You will start off with thunder magic, and you with ice magic. Get those refinements going. But just to play this whole thing in in triple speed mode. No, because then I got to do the gunblade stuff. Wait, no, wrong thing. Don't do that one. Oh, I can't do it even if I'm in normal speed. Whoops. There we go. I swear I've played this game before. The bite bugs, I do know they drop M stone pieces. So those are actually quite handy, as they can be used for whatever refinements. And memory, and speed up, speed up. This game is so easy, I have to resist to not pull the trigger on the gun blade. Shut up. Shut up. No. No tutorials. No tutorials. Shut up. I like how the whole point of them, considering I don't have anything, I think I'm gonna go with 20 minutes. It probably doesn't matter because we're gonna end up with too much time left over anyway. So 20 or 40 minutes doesn't matter. Because it's actually, it's based on how much time you have left when Ifrit dies. The points that you get from that choice. But yeah, it's funny that the whole reason they have the gunblade like trigger thing is that I forget who it is, but somebody on the team thought that that's kind of a way for them to make the active time battle more active. Which, fair enough, but I don't know if it was needed. Alright, Ifrit or not. Bombs. I don't really know if I want to fight those. Actually, I don't have any ice stacks. I don't have any. I don't think I can kill them before they become a problem. Can I? Yeah, I probably can. Nothing has that much HP at this point in the game. Yeah, easy. These are like tutorial bombs anyway, so... they're not as bad as in some other games. There we go. The game is a little loud, isn't it? Oh, that's just for sound effects. Did this menu, did it have cheats? Did it have a volume control? Like, yep. Master volume. 60? I seem confident enough. What am I thinking? All I have is attack. All I can do is attack. Oh, that's not true. I actually have GFs. See, that's another thing. I never use GFs, so I don't even think about using. I could use Shiva, but I think this is still faster. I think my DPS is faster by just doing regular attacks. GFs to me are basically just like, the options are either to use, well, really the only reason to use them in battle to me is to use them as a tanking ability for them to soak some damage. Otherwise, I don't really see any point in using them because it takes a long time and they're not that great. With the right junctions, you can likely just end up doing the same thing with regular attacks. What? Squall, come on. There we go. Perfect. GG easy. For me to lose to a human. G returners and some AP. No, don't give me another tutorial. I mean, honestly, a great part about this is that the tutorials are skippable. That is very nice. Ifrit over there. Ifrit's going to go ahead and learn Fire Magic Refinement. And we're gonna run off. Heal? Why would I heal? When I could do limit breaks. Actually, yeah, just a regular attack would have been better than doing all of that. Normal attack, faster. Hey, we got some refinements. I can make very, very basic spells now. I could get some thunders or, yeah, some blizzards. I don't think they have any particular difference to them. I think. What did that do, actually? +2 strength. Okay. Well, it's something. It is something. chance for first strike. Come on, Squall. There's one thing that I very well could do, but I'm going to choose not to do because it's too easy. Is that I'm choosing not to go and fight any fish because the fish give you the fish fins, which you can turn into waters, which at this point in the game are very powerful. So I'm not going to do that. Just to make the early game a little bit harder. No items. It's just like so hard not to break this game. Also, I think it's still... I'll still push it down a little bit here. There. We'll do 40. Fishing rodless. Give me your stones. Ah, no point in limit breaking these. I don't have any AoE limit breaks yet. Oh, they aren't one-shots. Well then. I guess there would have been a point, but now there's no point. Now there's a point. Don't do it! It's overkill. It just wastes time, Squall. Come on. We got places to go. Also, I forgot to set the GFs. They're learning summoning magic, which is pointless. Mid magic, actually. Yeah, I like mid. And Shiva strength. Strength, strength, strength. Then speed. No, GF tutorial. You already gave me the GF tutorial. What are you talking about? How many GF tutorials can you have? So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if there are any items in the garden at this point. The library does have... It's got that magazine, but that can't be turned into any items. I don't think there's anything else in here. There's like there's the whole Zell stuff and everything, but hold on, let me unspeed up. Excuse me? Excuse me? No! Don't talk to me. Wait, is it on the other screen? Oh, there it is. Occult fan, would I even be able to get Doom Train? Does Doom Train require any sort of... I guess it just requires... No, it does... It requires, med level up, doesn't it? Which is Alexander. which is a drawable. Training center just has training center stuff. That doesn't have anything. Don't think you get any items out of the cafeteria either. Oops, get changed. Squall. Squad assignments. Zell. It's a Zell time. No, don't give me a tutorial on Zell. I don't need your tutorials. Actually, I am stuck playing as just Squall here, am I not? So if I wanted to do any grinding here, I probably should have done it with. Well, it doesn't really matter, actually. Because I'm mostly just interested in the GFs learning and getting items and such. But yeah, I think we're just gonna head off right away. You will be accompanied by 9 seed members. 9! The drums. And got to love this. I love that this is sort of a look into how the original game was made and things that you couldn't really see necessarily in the original game on the PlayStation 1 on TVs of that era, where like sometimes they would not have the actual character models in scenes. They would just have a static texture there in place of them. This is actually a really weird spot where it happens, though, because there's no real reason why Cid's model couldn't be in this moment. So I do wonder why that is, why Cid isn't present as a model here. Later on, there's situations where characters, there's a lot of characters that are represented as like these textures, and not proper models. But they're the reason. May very well be that they just didn't want to have that many models around, or it was just quicker. But here, I don't really know. Maybe this particular moment here was made before Cid's model was finished or something. I don't know. Anyways, you didn't have anything to give me at this point, right? No. Right. Is the water being spit out or going into the fish? It's spitting it out. I guess it looks. You can very well see it going either way. I see what you mean, Kupo. Any Kupos in the chat? Kupo check. Zell, calm down. Stop doing things. You almost have 1 million. Room. Oops. Can't room through a forest. I was thinking if there's any particular characters that I want to be using. Probably not. I mean, probably the regular stuff. We got the Timber Maniacs over here, which changes a later scene if you read it or if you don't. That's not really an item. You do get an item from the kid, but that's later on. You get like 1 item out of it. It's like Final Fantasy VIII has always had this problem where it's got these like tiny hidden side quest things, but you don't really get anything out of them except for like very kind of basic items which you probably don't need. But item shop. Now that's interesting. What would I want to buy? With my current things, I don't think I can make anything out of anything. Fuel can be used for... Can it be used for fire magic? I don't think so. I think it can be used for demolition ammo. I guess because I don't remember these things, I'm gonna go ahead and buy like 1 of each. Just to remember what's available as a thing. There we go. Yes, for fire magic, you're sure? Well, I don't have fire magic yet. I'm pretty sure I can't use any of these for anything else. Oh, I got some more M stone pieces, but I want to use them for Blizzard. Yeah, none of these work for anything here. Some more Blizzards. No Balam music. We're in mission mode. Mission tutorial. I already know what the mission is. The mission is go get selfie. Why does Cypher get to wear what he wants? I think it's just because Cypher doesn't really care. Do nothing is the right option for the best points. And also saying okay. Because you gotta be quiet and do what Cypher says for the best points. Yeah, that's why he fails. This is a professional wearer mission. I think it's probably... It's probably one tiny part of it at the very bottom of the list of reasons why Cypher doesn't become a Seed member. This whole FMV is really cool with all the shots like the moon from the top, and then that map. Everyone's so fast. Be sure to equip your GF. Okay. Let me equip my GF. Should I give Cypher a GF? Probably not, but I will switch Shiva off, because Shiva is gonna get strength. So we'll get Shiva over here. Oh. Hold on now. You're not supposed to have anything. There we go. Magic GF and item. And should I heal Squall? I guess it's cheaper to heal than resurrect. So let's do a cure. Run! Normal ammo is unusable for now. We're just gonna speed through this part because there's not really much I can do here. I do have two Gunblade users to use the trigger on, but eh. Eh. I definitely cannot defeat the X-ATM. Well, I say that, but I mean, I could if I really wanted to, but not really worth it. Dog. 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 Sounds like it's starting. Cypher's mean to the dog. Dog training. Triple speed, ooh. That does say Ristorante, which means that in the world of Final Fantasy VIII, Italy exists. More soldiers. Run, 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 run. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down for this one. I mean, I'm probably just gonna end up doing just, you know, attacks, but it's gonna be nice to have those extra damage points from Cypher and Squall for this one. Struck first. The finishing blow determines the EXP. Save it for me. Nope. Squeeze. Come on. Give it up. Squeeze. I think I can try Squall to limit break. No. No limit breaks. No limit breaks. Too much HP. Dark Mist. That's an ability I don't usually see this one using. Ooh, Cypher's ready for a limit break. No mercy. We get a rare Cypher limit break. Couple more M stones. Boost up Squall's strength. Then we just got gizzards over here. No, wait, no, that's not gizzards. That's two of those. Ah, and I clicked the wrong thing, so I got healed. No. No. I accidentally cheated. Squeeze. I mean, honestly, I think it's just going to be faster for me to attack Squall here. Oh, we got no mercy over here. I guess I'll attack Cypher. Since this is... I did not even realize that this was AoE, but it indeed is. So let's beat Cypher up. I don't remember ever having an encounter of two Anacondas here. Usually I just fight the gizzards. Oops. Okay, you just attack so I can do the thing. They're still standing. What do you want? They better give me some good stuff. No, Squall! Edge. Anacon Dark cards. Yes. Lovely. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of those. Roger. But yeah, another Final Fantasy I was thinking about playing was doing Final Fantasy X, but doing the Seymour mod for that. See what that's all about. Selphie broke her deck and died. How about the end only run? You would actually have to no jumping. You would actually have to have you would have to have Selphie level up first, because the end doesn't actually show up as an option if unless you I think you need to be like level 40 or something like that, 30 or 40 or something. Okay, I had you can give go ahead and give where's a coral over there to Selphie. Magic GF item. And I think I had a couple of M-stone pieces, yep. Squall can have full blizzards. And well, I'll save that M-stone piece because 5 of anything is not gonna do anything. Hey, that's a +10 to strength. That's already something. I love how stretched this whole scene is. Maybe I should save. Maybe I should save. Just in case. That lift is actually super, like, why does it have absolutely no guard railings or anything? It's just a flat, flat platform. No. Wrench. think Final Fantasy VIII has a overall really a kind of cool way of like presenting the story, because there's bits of it that you don't really really appreciate or don't really understand until later on, like this whole like mission of activating this tower and its significance to the rest of the game is yeah, it's something that you really only start to realize when you've played a bit more of it. At first it just comes off as, you know, just this random mission that you're sent on. Well, we still don't have any other thing to do than attack, and to be honest, I mean, that's usually what you want to do in this game anyway, so why not? Attack until you can use limit breaks. Squall's a bit too high on health still. Just a bit. I'm gonna want to be careful here though, because everybody should not be very low, or else the AoE is gonna get me. Should have stayed home. Poor Wedge. What the? Wedge didn't even get to do anything. Hello. Like, how is that? How did Wedge not get to do anything? I cannot have become so powerful already. All I've done is give Squall a couple of blizzard spells. Please, game. Please. But yeah, that AoE is gonna hurt. Squall's limit break is actually particularly powerful in this battle because it has a special... Oh, come on! Because it has a special animation. Why is this game so easy? I'm trying. I'm trying. Oh. Please. 2 limit breaks. And the boss is down. "30 minutes. Oh no. Okay, so let's see if Cerulean's right. Fuel does not turn into anything. Got him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure fuel is used for like demolition ammo. Oh wait, fire ammo. Fire or demolition ammo. But it does not get used by fire. Magic refinement. Elixirs also cannot be used by any of these. Elixirs could be used by life magic, but I won't have life magic because I just skipped Siren. Okay, Ifrit, I guess. Ifrit needs to be like level something for ammo refinement, so we can't do that now. Besides ammo, ammo can't actually be refined into anything useful, can it? I don't think so. Yeah. HBJ. Go down. Nyom. The triple speed makes everything funnier. I'm gonna save. Run! Whee! One of those good to know things in this game is, in case you want to be taking down this bot, it's very important to know that you cannot do it in the first battle. Because I've done that before, where I've been fighting it like in this first battle so many times, and it just keeps coming up over and over again. But yeah, you can't do it in the first fight. Oops, missed one. I think the jewel might be a little bit much. Yeah, it's already down. Alright. I'll risk it. So I do not remember all the ways to dodge this one. Because you gotta like walk... I'm trying to remember. In this one you just run. Here you walk. All the way down? All the way down, I guess. Yeah. You dodge it in that screen by walking. And then you just run. Whee! And then in this you gotta like run, wait for it to jump, run towards it a little bit and then run again, wait for it to jump, and then I think I can make it. Yes. Dog. I mean, also I could be fighting it because it is you do get AP from it every time you beat it, but meh, it's fine. I am apparently already overpowered, so you know. Withdraw. Ah. Squall broke his neck and died. Easy. All you needed was a gun. Squall, why would you bring a sword? Well, actually... actually, now that I think about it, Squall's weapon is the most appropriate out of the three. Because Squall at least has a weapon, unlike Zell, and Selphie's weapon is a giant nunchaku whip thing. Which is just not a weapon to begin with. I mean, it is a weapon, but it's not a very... It's not a... Nobody would choose that as a weapon, is what I'm getting at. But yes, I dodged the thing. Balam music. I definitely don't have the wait, oh yeah, that just teaches you about the basic ones. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't need the magazines anyway for anything. But yeah, I don't have anything. Zell's house doesn't have anything either. I'm like really trying to think about items in this game, but there aren't any. There's only a few places where you get like items from pickups. It's not like Final Fantasy IX where every screen has 15 hidden items in it. Alright, then it's story time. So Siren also has status magic, right? So I don't get life or status magic. Oh. That is actually, now that I think about it, that's no good. That is no good. Status magic is actually... Life I can give up, but status? Oof. Oof. That is a big oof. What up, Cypher? Wait a minute. Carbuncle 2 is drawn. Oh no, this is gonna be... this is gonna get rough, actually. Well, somewhat. There is still always the fact that the game is just unbalanced because of the limit breaks. By default, there's nothing you can do about that. Second floor hallway, let's go. But yeah, now that I think about it, not having access to status magic or support magic is gonna suck. Rage. Trying to talk to I'm trying to talk to you. Do you want to talk? Don't want to talk, I guess. None of these people want to talk. Zell? Oh yeah. Zell's run. 4 students. I've never actually noticed that the Garden faculty's outfit has a leather strap from their hat to their chest. That's like super... That's horrible. What kind of design is that? Horrible design. Give me the thing. Battle meter. Oh yeah, gotta go back here first. Clap, clap, clap. Conduct 90 points, Judgment 5 points, Attack 20 points, Spirit 100, Attitude 70 points. Seed rank 5. Should we do some seed tests? Yeah, we should do some seed tests. Wait, can I do them already? The draw command extracts magic from enemies, yes. GF stands for Garden Fighter, no. There are a total of 8 elemental attributes, yes. In battle, a higher strength stat causes more physical damage, yes. HPJ is a junction ability, yes. You can't assign specific abilities for your GF to learn, no. Magic uses MP, no. You can name your GF, yes. You can wear protective gear, no. GF level up with AP, no. Passed. 100%. Easy. You can raise your vitality by junctioning magic, yes. Squall's weapon is the gauntlet, no. You can stock drawn magic, yes. Any action taken while poison causes damage. There is no damage if you take no action. I don't remember. This is one of those ones where I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it's a no, because I think you do take damage, whatever you do. Being hit by a physical attack removes Confuse, yes. Squall's limit break is Kinzakuken, no. To junction magic, you need a matching junction ability for the stat you want to junction, yes. That signifies junction ability, yes. The 8 elements are fire, ice, thunder, poison, earth, sorcery, wind, and holy, no. There's a limit to how much magic you can draw from monsters, yeah. No. No. There's a limit to how much you can stock. 90? Okay, is the poison then the other way around? So yes, no, yes, 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 no, yes, yes, no, no. There we go. Okay, so poison... No action, no damage in Final Fantasy VIII. Got it. Potions can restore GF's HP, no. Magic can only be acquired by drawing from enemies, no. Selfie's weapon is the nunchaku, yes. You only need money to remodel your weapon, no. Whoever strikes the finishing blow in battle receives the most EXP, yes. GF also have levels. The higher their levels, the stronger their attacks, yes. That signifies command ability, yes. Each party member can have up to 5 character and party abilities, and no. 4 is the maximum, so no. Command abilities must be set to be used in battle, yes. AP means action point, no. Passed. Easy. Only Squall can use a Gunblade. No. Attack magic can be used against party members. Yes. There's an ability that allows you to take magic from items. To make magic from items, yes. Higher vitality reduces physical damage. Yes. Blue magic is learned by being attacked by a monster. No. The magic Dispel cures poison. No. If you are KO'd with status change, but are revived after battle, the status change is removed. Yes. That's a really weird question to ask, but yes. T-Rexor is a monster that lives in Balam Gardens Training Center. Yes. Squall's Gunblade causes more damage by pressing LT at the right time. Nope. It's RT. No, I said yes. You can stock up to 255 of each magic. No. 90, yeah. Yeah, I know. So it's no. Yes. Yes. No. Yes, no, and no. There we go. Don't leave. It was a mistake. It was an accident. That's not a party ability. You can draw from party members. No. You can save the game anywhere. No. When the GF learns an ability, some new abilities may appear. Yes. A character ability must be set, otherwise it is useless. Yes. The higher the speed stat, the better your chances of using a limit break. No. An ability is something you learn by gaining EXP. No. On the zombie, you succumb more easily to holy attacks. This is one of those. I think it is... No. No, wait. It is yes in this one. Yes. When you're zombified, you take extra damage from holy and fire. Yes. Physical attack means harm caused by use of weapons like swords and guns. Yeah. You can still steal pipe from Wendigo. Yes. Yes. There we go. I remember. Zell's weapons are gloves. Yes. You can still summon GF when silenced. No. Ifrit can learn the F-Mag or F ability. Yes. If more than one GF with the same junction ability is a junction to a character, the effect of those abilities remains the same. Yes. All status changes return to normal after battle. No. You can use the attack and draw commands without junction or GF. No. When you set Squall's Gunblade on auto, there is no need to press RB. Yes. Wait. This is one of those situations where, like, the fact that these are all yes/no questions sometimes make it so that you really need to read the question to know if you mean to say yes or no. So yes, there is no need to press RB is the statement. So yes. The magic stat determines the strength and effectiveness of magic. Yes. When using auto to junction, you can only choose attack or defense. No. A Grat uses sleep attacks. Yes. Passed. These are so easy. Level 7 test. Evade indicates how well you can evade physical attacks. High evasion stat reduces hits from physical attack. This one's written poorly, but I believe what they are looking for is AES. Using fire against enemies that absorb fire raises their HP. Yes. Squall's finishing blow is different depending on the type of gunblade he uses. Yes. By using F-Mag or F, you can refine 5 fires from 1 M-stone piece. Yes. Only one rare card exists in the whole world. This is one of those. I think what they mean is, yes, one rare card of each type exists in the world. Yes. Abule sometimes uses fire. Yes. Spirit only relates to using Confuse. No. A Geyser drops many screws. Yes. Enemies level up as you do. Yes. You encounter fewer enemies on the world map if you walk instead of run. No. We can still take more tests. Galbadian soldiers don't use magic. No. Weapons can be remodeled into more powerful models at the junk shop. Yes. That signifies a character ability. No. Casting slow over haste will cancel haste and return the target status normal. No. It makes them go haste. You encounter more enemies in the forest than the plains on the world map. Yes. When elemental defense goes over 100%, that element's damage will be absorbed. Yes. The garden exists only in Balam. No. There are no bombs in the fire cavern. No. No, there are. Yes, no, there are no. There are not no bombs. No. Each GF can learn different abilities. Yes. Junk shops sell weapons. No. You can cast the GF when you drew instead of stock. No. That would be interesting. That signifies a menu ability, yes. Magic listed in Selphie's limit break is magic she owns, no. If a GF is hardly used or has low compatibility with party members, it may leave your party. No, but that will also be an interesting mechanic. Party abilities can be used without setting them as abilities, no. GF left KO'd too long, perish, and cannot be revived. Again, an interesting mechanic, but no. One sharp spike. I wonder if some of these are like mechanics that they thought about having in the game at some point. One sharp spike refines into 5 AP ammo. Oh no. I think yes, it does. Defeating the enemy who caused the status change returns status to normal, no. Enemies change attack patterns as you level up, yes. When poisoned, every action you take damages you, yes. You failed! Oh no, I'm a failure. So that was a no, 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 no. Yes. Yes. No! What? But I... Wait. How did that happen? Hold on. No, 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 no. 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 Yes? No, yes, yes. Wait, what did I answer differently here? You can answer... No? Oh, this is a menu ability. Yes, yes, okay. That was a yes, not a no. No, 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 no. No. Yes, yes. There we go. There we go. You can't take anything above 9. Gotta level up. Alright, no more tests. Hey, Selphie, what's up? Seed uniform. Bye, Selphie. Oh yeah, the scene that has been forever ruined. I think... Might I actually have it still? Hold on. Let me see. Might actually still have it here. Did I ever remove it? No, I think I've deleted it. I had a source in OBS that had the classic squall face. See ya. See ya, Zell. No, I don't want to join the Garden Festival committee. No. Well, I mean, I didn't say no. Who this? You're the best looking guy here. Ruined by the remaster. I don't really have many like strong opinions about like the remaster versus the regular version. There isn't really much difference. I do remember I like looked it up, and I think if like somebody was thinking which one they would want to be getting, I think the remaster is the better version to get, because you have like some extra options, and I think they had like fixed something in the remaster. Anyways, I don't remember, but yeah, I don't. It's not that big of a difference, except like I guess graphically. The only thing I don't really like about this, in particular, is I prefer the older card art. I don't like the newer card art. Bye. Whatever. Classic Squall. Change. Should maybe change save. I guess the save point's quite far away. Yeah, I'm not gonna die to a T-Rex. You can save anywhere in the game that you want. No, you can't. That is not a thing. Oh yeah, I also forgot to equip Christus with anything. That's fine. That is fine. I'm gonna try and kill a T-Rex if it comes up. I don't have blind, I don't have sleep, but I have strength junction. Okay, let's remove your stuff. Nope, remove. And give them over here. Magic GF item. I will save if I can get to the save point and then try to come back if I don't meet a T-Rex. By the way, in case it's not clear, the reason I always kind of like load up in an attack on the other character before doing a limit break is that just makes it easier to try and get that limit break by tapping triangle. And also... Hello? Save point? Also it kind of stops the enemy from attacking as well. Not sure if you can meet a T-Rex on that screen. And because limit breaks take precedence over everything else in the turn order, you can kind of get an attack in there. Whoops, I did not actually mean to attack the squall. Sleeping gas? No! Don't sleep me! Okay, that worked out. No! Squall! Okay, I'm gonna have to use a Phoenix Down. No, don't kill Squall again. Don't kill Squall again. Come on, T-Rex. I don't want to use another Phoenix Down. I mean, I might have to use another Phoenix Down after this, but... T-Rex! Sometimes it's better to run. Nope. Okay, Squall's dead. Squall is dead. Phoenix Down. Don't do that again, okay? Don't! Phoenix Down. Attack. And... there we go. I don't think one is going to be enough, though. I'm going to need more. I'm going to need more. Come on, Squall. Come on, Squall. Yes. Can kind of keep on. No Squall's down, and I'm out of Phoenix Downs. Come on, Custis! Laser Eye! Let's go! Laser! Still standing. Another laser! Come on! No! No! Still standing! No! Okay, well, I can't beat a T-Rex. Game over. A sad day. Music in this game, so good. Also, I've never quite gotten this, like, the training center. The way it's shown in-game itself, it looks very much like it is completely inside the garden. And like it's just a small area. Of course, like obviously it's probably a bigger area than the 3 screens that you have. But still, they come out of the training center to this place, which is somehow far enough away from the garden that you can see the whole thing at that distance. So they've traveled a long way to get here. I'm trying to think about, like, what is... When does this game get hard? Or when is it supposed to be hard? As in, like, when should I expect things to get difficult? Because the first bosses are very much easy peasy. Like, no junction easy. I guess, like, Gero is sort of a bit of a bump in difficulty. Sort of. Oh, 3 of them. Well, that's actually problematic. If I can, I will actually drop a little potion on Squall. So I'll have you give it over, Squall. So I can still use a limit break. But as like Final Fantasy difficulties go, even when you're not like breaking the game, this is not the most difficult game for sure. But I think that's just basically how the games have been since like Final Fantasy VII. I think the general difficulty of the series went down with 7. Obviously there's still like difficult bosses and that kind of stuff, but yeah, it was definitely much more like there were a lot of situations that were less fair in the older games. Okay. I think I might want to just go for Grinaldo. Skip Geraldo's completely. Rough Divide. Easy. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the problem is still the limit breaks. I think this challenge needs an addendum. I think in addition to everything else, it also needs a no limit breaks addition to it. Because limit breaks do make things harder. No limit breaks, no attack command. That could also be interesting. You wouldn't be able to attack, you would actually be forced to use magic. But that, I think that would be more interesting if you actually had the ability to draw, because I'm a little bit... I don't have access to that much magic here. But hey, we got wizard stones, so we got some Thundagas. So the game just broke itself. Unsurprising. This game just cannot stop breaking, no matter what. I actually want to maybe give up that those blizzards. Let's move blizzards over to there and there. Hello, Treebone. Made you want to try this challenge? The game's just too easy. I've played through it so many times, and the problem is that it's just too easy to break. But then I also didn't want to make it like too boring, because something like No Junction is obviously a more challenging run, but then it kind of just becomes one of those where you just end up spending a very long time just doing attacks or limit breaks and not much else. So I'll just go to sleep. Yeah, Selfie. Yes, Selfie. But yeah, so basically I'm just limiting myself away from the one thing that breaks the game the most, which is card mod, and then the kind of workaround for that, which is actually using the draw command, which I never do in a normal game anyway. I always just use refinements to make all the magic. Only time I normally use draw is for GFs. Just the three of us? Give me cursed item. It's a cursed item, but if one with enough power uses it, it should be of great help. Thank you for giving me a cursed item, Headmaster. That's very, very nice of you. Alright, let's run out and let's do some menuing here. So let's do a switch. Straight up switch to Zell. And then Zell, you give up Quizzical. And give that one over to Selfie. And I might want to go and buy some items, but I'm gonna go ahead and see how it goes. Let's see if I can get a GF. Who dares disturb my sleep? Sorry. Yes, please give me low HP so I can kill you better. We start with just attack, attack, attack. Ravager, very nice. It's those physical attacks that you want to be looking out for with... Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and Phoenix down Selphie so we can get a heal. Because basically how I do this battle is to just spam, of course, like limit breaks, but then have Selphie always just do a full cure to bring everybody back up. No time for slots. Okay, now I have time for slots. No, that was not what I wanted. I want a full cure. Okay, and there we go. Beautiful, one fire. Good job, Selphie. Good job. Alright, I don't remember. There we go. With Zell, you just want to do this combo basically all the time. I could be doing it faster. Well, that was pretty good. Demi, very good, very good. There's full cure. We are safe. Alright, let's try this again. No! I'm using both hands. 2 fingers on both hands. Let's go, Zell. I should have given you the Thundaggers. Not Squall. Let's go. Button mash. One more, one more. Ah. You're still alive. Hey, stop it. Yeah, those physical attacks are the ones that kill you. Come on, Diablos. Let's go. Let's go. Ravager. Okay, time for some limit breaks. Oh. No, 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 not slots. No, not slots. Duel. Okay, slots. Give me full cure. Thank you. We're safe again. I think this may very well be lethal damage, but I'm not sure. Mizel's not doing a lot of damage each hit, but all of them together, it adds up. Less than what Squall does currently, though. The real way to get this thing started is to get Vitality 0 on the enemy first. And of course have high strength on Zell to begin with. But I'm not sure. Can I actually get meltdowns? What is meltdown? I think it's support magic, so I don't think I can get it. Too much sleep. Meat magic. Hey, easy peasy. I try, but the game's just too easy. Oh wait! Status Magic Diablos! It's not Siren! Yes! Yes! Well, this helps. This helps enormously. Not having status magic was scary. But yeah, that's great. Okay. Not having Siren means that we don't have that great of a status junction, actually, for a while, but that's fine, and that can be fixed. But yeah, I guess it's time magic refinement first. Sure, I'll do time magic and then status magic. Meanwhile, you give me another HPJ. So I got mid magic. So I can use mid magic to turn the blizzards into blizzaras, but it's 5-1, so at this point it doesn't really make sense. Because I don't have that many M-stone pieces. I should probably heal. Too easy. I guess I won't be able to buy any items here because I haven't gotten my salary yet. Wait, actually I can't board the train. We gotta wait for... Hey, there we go. There's the money. Could not even get in. Well, you know what? Timber has an item shop as well, so I'm not too worried. Trained Timbers here. 3,000 gil. This train is awesome. It is interesting that it seems like in some Final Fantasy games, Square really tried to kind of change up things on how you make money. Because in this one, like before this, it was very clear. You get money from killing enemies, maybe selling items if you want. But this... Just be quiet, Zell. Just be quiet. But in this one, you can get items from money from selling, and you can get infinite money from selling items. But your main source of income is your seed level. Whoa, that was a quick battle. Hello, Fungua. But yeah, then like Final Fantasy Final Fantasy 12. Isn't Final Fantasy 12 like you only get money basically from selling stuff? These Laguna fights here are just hold down attack pretty much. Oh, Ifrit learned a thing though. I'm just gonna speed up through this. We won't have that much elemental magic to go around, so I think it's probably better to just go for Strength Junction. Whee! Fanguas. Gonna want some screws for a weapon upgrade. Question marks. I think Final Fantasy VIII still wins the prize for like the most mind screwy stuff in the series, and that's saying something. Because there's so much stuff that's so like weird in this. Like the whole thing about like how does Alone's power work and how is all of this? What is all of this? Why does it work? And like why is it a thing? Why can she do it? And how can that then be used to compress time? And then the whole time compression thing itself, of course. Alright, let's sit down. Music time. The Squall's inner monologue is definitely one of the like high points of this game. Especially when it comes to Laguna. I think overall, inner monologue is something that's used a couple of times in Final Fantasy really well. Like in this, it's really important for like understanding the characters properly. Like Squall would be a completely different, would seem like a completely different character if you didn't know what he was actually thinking. And in a way, in like Final Fantasy X, you also have like a kind of inner monologue with Tidus' narration up to a certain point. What do I do? Yeah, the soundtrack for this game is just awesome. I think because I read the Timber Maniacs, Laguna's gonna fall asleep here, right? Basically, it changes this scene a little bit, depending on if you read the Timber Maniacs that's in the Balam Hotel. If you read it, Laguna falls asleep. If you don't, he doesn't. If I got that the right way around. We'll see. Wine, perhaps? Yeah. You fall asleep if you read it. That song, even though it plays several times in the game, it's really kind of named after this scene because it's called Roses and Wine, because you got roses and they have wine. Many faces you've shown me. And I've talked about this before, but I think this is the first time when they've like properly integrated a song to the story in a way, because this is also like one of the first times they've had vocals properly in a song, but like Eyes on Me's Julia singing about Laguna, which then, through strange fate coincidences, also ends up working for Squall and Rinoa. There was a Laguna in my dream too! Alright, now everybody knows what the right answer here is. Oh, the forests of timber sure have changed. But the Moogles are still here. What are you talking about, sir? In the forest there are... nothing. Yeah, it's nothing, sir. The Koopos! The Koopos are here. Dead. Ward died. They said the wrong password, sir. Also, I mean, you've got the whole time compression and everything thing in this game. But the most fantastical thing about this whole game is how this train mission somehow works. Like how they are able to pull this off, how nobody notices. Yeah, just generally how it ends up working. Hello? Who this? Rinoa, take it easy. I was just about to say that myself. Take it easy. We know. The president is a zombie monster body double, so he's on an entirely different train anyway. He still shows up in Timber. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, true. I mean, I guess... I suppose the president probably then is not actually traveling by train, I would assume. Stop it with the tutorials. Poor doggo. Angelo. Oh yeah, not yet. Not yet for the pet pals. This one doesn't give... Yeah, it's Angelo's Strike. Don't want to learn that. Yeah, just like, if you just think about how this... Like coupling and uncoupling trains that are moving, and then like switching them around and continuing to uncouple them and couple them. It's just, it's the dumbest thing ever. Oh, I just remembered. This one is gonna use the numbers, isn't it? So this is actually a difficult thing. That I need to remind myself of which number is which. I think it's like counterclock. No, clockwise from circle. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 3, 4. What? Okay, wait. I need to speed this up. 4, 2, 4, 2. 1, 4, 3, 3. 2, 1, 3, 4. Wait, did I? Yes, I think I said yes, I understand, and not yes, I want to know it all again. Pet pals. Angelo recover. That's actually a useful one. Renoa and recover. Very rarely comes into actual play, but it's a thing. Yeah, I can do this. I don't need to save for this. For the boss fight, I will save. I'm pretty sure we can just do it, because I mean, I beat Diablos already, so, you know. But just in case. Yes, I remember everything. Let's go. 3, 2, 2, 3. 2132. 2132. Run away! Four, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. Easy. Nobody in that train car notices that, hey, wait a minute, did another strange looking train just pass us? Poor Galbadian soldiers. Never getting paid. No! No, I didn't say no, no. Yes, I know. I know. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. Sorry. I'm sorry I asked, Rina. I'm sorry I asked. Let's go. Tree 2 for tree. Two, 1, 2, 2. I think at this point I have to go up. Yeah. Tree 2, 2, tree. Two, 2, 1. 2, 2, 4, 1. Run away! One, 1, 1, 1. Also this part. This part where the final one just somehow speeds up enough to recouple itself with the one in the front. Seed rank went up. Better make sure our GFs are equipped. Oh, they are not. It's one of those fun times when the flashback unequips it. Oh, I do want abilities. There we go. Let us make a save. Oh, Renault. Yes, let's go. Oh no! The president is a fake. You fell for it. Oh no, I did. What the? That is the right question here. Give me some limit breaks. Hit me harder. Oh, Zell's been taken out of action here. I do have one eye drops. I guess I'll use it. I can get more. Although I don't actually need eye drops if I'm limit breaking. Silence? Oh no, I won't be able to use magic. How terrible. Alright, Zell. Show him how it's done. Ah. Oh, actually, having the blind on would have been better, wouldn't it? Because that increases your crisis level, doesn't it? So that would give you more time to execute Zell's limit break. Though I don't know if it stacks with having slow already. I don't quite remember how that works out. Okay, Zell's out. Let's do a Phoenix down. Well, that was easy. Oh, Shiva was learning summon magic. That's no good. I do believe that an additional restriction is gonna have to be no limit breaks. Because then that will incentivize me more to actually use like magic and items. You know? It's like really all you need is, you know, Squall and Zell spamming limit breaks, and that's the end of every boss. Rinoa. Okay, let's go with Zell. Or... yeah, we'll go with Zell. We done. Nope. Let's go. Yeah. I am ready. Please hear me out to the very end. Poor Galbadian soldiers. Also, poor Watts. Pet shop. I don't think any of this is helpful either. Yeah, these scrolls don't become anything. Pet house is life magic. G-high potion would also be life magic if it was anything. So nothing out of those. Invincible Moon and Angelo Reverse. Both decent ones to get. Punch. Oh, Shiva. Shiva was learning something useless. I guess elemental attack will be useful at some point. And then status magic. Now, time magic, we don't really have anything useful for time magic either, no. Slow isn't really much use. Got better uses for those M-stone pieces. Though I will also want more of them. Ooh. I can remodel Rinoa's weapon to what it is. Beautiful. There's no items to be had here. We can fight some enemies. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'll pick up the girl next door. Is it here? Where's there? Because it's just gonna end up in getting us Shiva, which again is not gonna help. Because I can't use it. Buell card. Let's go ahead and buy eye drops again. I'm gonna have to buy many more of these once we actually have status magic, because then I can actually start filling up my junction slots with that. And you know what? I've never really quite done it the other way around here, because there's really no reason to do it. But I'm gonna do it in the way that I don't give the card. Had enough of this city. I came from Dalit to have me a good time, and now trains are no longer running. Can't even stay in a hotel because of some stupid official. Harassed by Galbadian soldiers. Had my precious cards stolen. This hasn't been my day. Those jerks. They think they can use brute force to get anything they want. Hell, this town's a good example. Yeah, everything's jacked up because the resistance tried to kidnap the president. Thanks to them, the trains have stopped. There's Galbadian soldiers all over the place. All because of them. Yeah, Rinoa. Don't they understand? I'm the one suffering from their reckless actions. Stupid boneheaded good-for-nothing resistance. You can just kiss my... Hey! You don't understand anything. The resistance is fighting for Timber's future. They're all doing the best they can. It's the Galbadian soldiers and their leader who are at fault. Nah, it's Rinoa. What should we do? Observe. This is good stuff. He's drinking from a bottle with a green label. He looks quite drunk. You gonna go through the back alley? Might be a little difficult right now. He's being pretty stubborn. The guy throws a fit when you try to move him from that spot. That drunk thinks that bitter ones are good and sweet ones are bad. Our drinks are all good quality. We need to get through. Jeez, and now I'm getting dissed by some punk. Oh no, give me another drink. Buy him a drink. I guess it didn't really give us any sort of idea about what these are. They're green from Final Fantasy VII, but... Cracker? Hey, I may be no connoisseur, but I got my favorite. Drink some more of the same thing I'm drinking right now. Yeah, bitter ones are good and sweet ones are bad. That doesn't help me anyway. Do you tell me what different drinks are? How to distinguish the drinks? There we go. Well, to make it short, labels are red, green, or yellow. They're either sweet or bitter. You don't know more? Let's see. Red labels are Cracker and Mimet. Green labels are Tantal and Regan. So Tantal or Regan. Cool and Silkis. Sweet ones are Tantal. So Tantal. Yeah? Cool and Mimet. The bitter ones are Cracker, Regan, and Silkis. Let's see. Buy him a drink. Tantal. I got my favorites. What? Did you say you like sweet? Oh, you like bitter. Okay. So not that one. So it was Cracker? Hold on. Regan. Okay. Regan. Hey punk, you got good manners. I ain't the rude type either. Here, take some of this. Ha ha ha. Hick. Forbidden card. Oh, so you get a different card if you... Interesting. I never knew that because I always just give the card. Well, now I've done that as well. Oh no, what if there's a boss fight over here? I might need to save. Also, the ever-classic trivia thing is to read the text on the screen here, which basically just reads a lot of like, "I'm still alive. I'm coming for you. I will get you," kind of stuff. Because the interference is from Adol's tomb and Adol's in there. Forget it. Just leave it at that. So here it's actually a pretty long section of just story stuff. Yeah, it's always like crazy how because from here, the next story boss fight is like the end of disc 1, right? There really is like so little to disc 1 when you just speed through it. But I mean, there's a lot of story stuff here. And then, of course, brothers you can go and grab. But yeah, there's nothing here. And then we go to Gobetagard and there's nothing there. Then it's Stilling City. Bye, Cypher. Cypher's dead. So yeah, so far the game's been pretty easy. And those final boss fights of this disc are not gonna be much harder than that either. I'm just trying to like think, when is this going to be getting harder? I mean, I guess it's going to be like sometime into disc 2 where your base stats stop being like good enough to get through stuff easily. Cat. Meow. Oh wait, you give me items. Finally. Somebody gives me some items. They're the stealing items though. Yeah, I'll keep the same people. I mean, actually, if I'm limiting myself off of limit breaks, then that would mean that I don't use Rinoa ever. Yeah. That means that. Although that means that I don't have Angelo search, so I can't get the Chocobo World items. Sad. Nyum. Is there any reason to go to Dalet at this point? I don't think so. There might be the only reason to go... well, actually, the... that's right, the bone quest there. It does give some sort of item. I don't remember what item, but... you get like an elixir or something out of it, so... I guess there's some reason to go there. I guess we can go and do the bone quest. Bone. Get some screws on the way. Give me your screws! I don't need healing water. Can't use healing water. Bone. No, what is this bone doing on my painting? Bone. Next time you pull a prank like this, I'm going to coochie coochie coo the back of your neck. No. It's a white bone, alright. Hey, I know this place. Artists have to be novel and original. Yeah. Adding a bone to a painting is the way to go. That's how you make art. Let's see. Do they have anything? They do have... they have something extra in here that isn't present elsewhere. Right? Can't put my finger in it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a couple of Phoenix Downs. And I guess some potions as well. Just so we have them. Bone. There's a bone and something underneath it. Potion. Very useful. Thank you, dog. Every time I finish a new painting, that boy has to mess it up. I've had it up to here. Bone. Phoenix down. Not again. I've warned him so many times, that boy. A bone. Soft. Told you I'd send you to Tickling Hell if I catch you being bad. Perhaps I should have played with him more often. I could fight off the coochie coochie coo to my ribs, so I'm true with my pranks now. But I was able to voice my opinion. I feel much better about myself. I think I've grown up a little. Cool. So, not really that many items. Got a few free healing items there. That's it. Oh well. I guess it's something. Oop. Alright. I think we're gonna end it here today. I'll save up. I'll see if we'll continue on with this tomorrow. I'm probably gonna do something tomorrow, probably starting a little bit earlier. And yeah, I'll see if we'll do more of this or maybe Final Fantasy X. Either way, something probably. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining in, and yeah, see you tomorrow with some more Final Fantasy something, and then of course Sunday is gonna be D&D. Bye.